My name is Father Jim Flynn. I'm the president here at Malvern Prep. And I'd like to spend a few moments talking with you about the values that make our school run. They're the Augustinian values, Catholic values, veritas, unitas, caritas, truth, unity, and love. So let's take them one at a time. The first is veritas, or truth. For a Catholic school, for a Christian school, truth means one thing and one thing only. It's not a bunch of facts. It's not a bunch of statements. It's a person. It's Jesus Christ, the person of Jesus Christ. Everything that we do at this school revolves around him. He is the reason for our existence, the reason why this school was founded, and the reason why we continue. But how Jesus Christ is presented, how that truth is presented, makes a big, big difference. And I'd like to give you an example of what I mean. I want you to think of your favorite food, meal that you enjoy the most. Maybe it's a cheeseburger. Nice, medium rare cheeseburger, a nice little roll. A layer of cheese on top, maybe some bacon, some pickles, a little ketchup. Oozing out a little bit from the roll. You take a bite. It's delicious. You savor it for a few moments. It's a great experience. What could be better? Your favorite food, just the right temperature, the whole thing. Now think about that same cheeseburger. And I want you to picture somebody just ramming it down your throat. What kind of an experience is that? Well, it's a horrible experience. It doesn't taste good at all. At Malvern, we ask our students to savor their faith, to savor the truth that we teach to them, to savor their relationship with their God. And it makes the biggest difference in the entire world. It really does. You know, we're a prep school, college prep school. We're pretty good at getting our kids into colleges, no matter what the college is, the Harvards of the world. But getting a kid into Harvard is not our ultimate goal. Our ultimate goal is to get them into heaven. It's Harvard plus heaven. That's what makes Malvern Prep, Malvern Prep. You know, life can be pretty brutal at times. It really can. It can throw an awful lot of stuff at us. Some of the stuff is good stuff. Maybe most of it is good stuff. But some of it's not so good. There's some pretty brutal things that happen in the course of a person's life. Wave after wave after wave of difficulty can just come crashing down on us. It makes it pretty tough. God never promised us that life would be problem-free. There's a line in the prophet Isaiah where God says this to us. When you walk through raging waters in the sea, you shall not drown. When you walk amid the burning flames, you shall not be harmed. Why? Because you should know at that moment that I am with you. That's what we try to teach our kids. That when those waves of difficulty come upon them and crash into their lives, they have a place where they can stand. That place is their faith. That faith that they have, a personal faith in God himself. That leads to hope. Their faith leads to hope. Their hope leads to resilience. So that when they fall down, they can get back up again. That's the Malvern difference. That's the Augustinian difference. That's the Christian difference. That's the Catholic difference. That's veritas, the rock on which we stand in good times and in bad. The second of our values is unitas, or unity. The Malvern word for that is very simple, brotherhood. Our kids are not just friends, they're brothers. Doesn't happen right away, but over time, that's their experience. They become brothers to one another. If there's a line I hear over and over and over again from parents, years after graduation, it's this. You know, my son's friends for life are his Malvern friends. They're the ones he hangs around with. All the college kids and all, very important. Neighborhood kids were very important. But it's his Malvern friends that when he comes home, they're the ones he looks to. That's the brotherhood of Malvern Prep. When somebody gets an award here, there's no booing, there's no catcalls, no mockery. Everybody cheers. You know why? Because the person getting that award is our brother. That's the way we look at it. Yesterday I was down at the Belmont Plateau. It was the state championship for private schools, independent schools. And Malvern Prep, I'm very, very proud to say, Malvern Prep came out as the state champions. And after the presentation of the medals and the awards and the trophies, it was time to take pictures. There was a big banner, state champs, the whole team, cross-country team, at JV level, at its varsity level, all huddled under that banner. And as the pictures were being snapped by parents and grandparents and everybody in the world, it seemed, one very special thing happened. They began to sing. And what the team sang was not just any old song. It was not a fight song or anything like that. It was the alma mater, their alma mater from Malvern Prep. At the end of the first verse, there's some very special words. They go like this. Loyal sons of St. Augustine, sing a hymn of praise for the triumphs shared with brothers and our friar days. We're the friars. Augustinians are not monks, we're friars. Interestingly, friar comes from the Latin word frater, which means, guess what? Brother. For the triumphs shared with brothers and our friar days. That's what was on the team's mind when they won that championship. It wasn't me. It was me and my brothers. That's Malvern Prep. I had a wedding a week ago. There were 14 groomsmen in the wedding. The groom's name was Gary. I said, Gary, it's an awful lot of groomsmen, 14. He said, Father, here's the list. Who can I cut out? Of the 14 groomsmen, 2 were brothers of the bride. The other 12 were this guy's Malvern brothers, his classmates. Friends for life. That's what our kids are. Caritas, the last of the 3 virtues. Caritas is Latin for charity or love. It has many ramifications and many implications at Malvern. Love is love for God and love for our neighbor. So there are all sorts of implications there about service to people, Christian service, being brothers to everyone, not just our Malvern brothers, but the world beyond Warren Avenue, caring for them, especially the poor, the needy, the people who need it most. But there's also one other thing about Caritas, about love. It's not just that we teach our kids to be loving people, compassionate people. It's also that we try to model that as a school, as an institution. Caritas is something that we extend to our students. We love these boys, and we love their families. That's a crucial difference right there. There's a statue when you come in our driveway, St. Augustine, gesturing to a boy who's sitting on a pile of books. And the gesture says, come on, let's go for a walk together. That's what we promise you. We promise that if you become our student, we will walk with you. And parents, we will walk with you. We will walk with your family in good times and in bad. That's the Malvern difference. That's the Catholic difference. That's the Augustinian difference. I invite you to consider becoming part of the Brotherhood of Malvern Prep, becoming part of our family for the next 7 years, the next 4 years, because it will last a lifetime. It will be the next 70 years. Thank you very much.